So before we get into this vlog, I am just going to very quickly go over the rest of Vlogmas. Yes, I did indeed film multiple other days that were supposed to be uploaded. However, I just simply did not have the time to edit them. So I thought that I would just quickly give you a little rundown of everything that you missed. Starting with what was technically my actual Christmas. So on the 17th, we went over to my dad's house. It's the house I grew up in. It's actually sold now, which is kind of very sad, but it's all you can do. Either way, we celebrated Christmas. We also celebrated his birthday. There was a bunch of good food, good company. It was a very cute day. His birthday cake did say Crick, like C-R-I-C. I've personally never spelled Chris that way, but to each their own, I suppose. I hope you enjoyed your birthday, Crick. Yay! Then I started getting into my ornament making, so I do ornaments for my friends. I did it last year as well, but just in a very different way. This year I actually used an air dry clay, rolled them all out, let them dry, and then I used trace paper to trace out the outline of whatever object that I'm putting on there, just so that nothing looks wonky. Draw on the image, paint over what I drew, make it look all nice and cute. I did a couple for one of my coworkers actually. I had offered as he was looking for a gift to give his girlfriend. I also did some for my friends. I like to do animals primarily, like if they have a pet, I find that that's the best thing to do. Next up, I bottled the wine that I made also for Christmas. I work at a microbrewery. We sell wine, we make wine. If you're wondering what is on the go here, that is what is on the go. I do this for a living. I made my first wine kit at work. It was an Argentinian white trio, so it was a mix of 3 different grapes. I called it Starry White because I'm obsessed with Starry Night by Van Gogh. I designed my own little label. We have all the fixins that you need to bottle wine at work, machines that fill it. We have a hydraulic corker to cork the wine bottle. And then I put the seals on top, run it through our little seal machine, put the label on manually, and then you have a wonderful little bottle of wine. Continuing with the theme of me making things, next up was holiday baking, and I did a lot of it. Like, a lot. I made some whipped shortbread cookies. Those are my specialty. I've gotten so many compliments on them, and they're also like my favorite shortbread cookie. They're very soft, delightful. I also did some gingerbread cookies. I make them extra spiced because, again, that's just how I like it. And then I also did some Terry's chocolate orange cookies. If you don't know what Terry's chocolate orange is, you are seriously missing out on life because they are so freaking good. Then to cope with all of the physical work I had been putting in, I did a little spa night at my dad's. He has a jacuzzi tub that is simply fantastic. So I set up some candles, put in some Epsom salts, and just had a little stew in the bath. I did turn on the jets at one point, and it was very therapeutic. I thoroughly enjoyed. There was a rainbow one day. I went on many a Starbucks run. I was loving the couple snowfalls we had, which is no longer the case. I am ready for winter to be over with. I had a charcuterie board night with my gal pals. We do this every single year, exchange gifts, exchange laughs. It's just a very cute little tradition that we have. I did make the charcuterie board and I was quite proud of it. And that brings us to New Year's. So on New Year's, I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do. I decided to make some sangria with the wine that I made, and I did have some fruit left in my fridge and some mint, so I made a sweet little sangria. I wasn't sure if I was going to do anything, but I decided that I was going to join my brother at a party with him and his friends. It was a really fun night. I did some cutesy makeup, of course. We played some games. They have this like laser light EDM room in their basement, so I was down there a little bit, dancing around by myself. Not embarrassed to say that at all. It was really fun. And then when it came time to actually ring in the new year, we went out and watched the fireworks, and they had the best POV. Oh my god, this is crazy. Like, they're in this hilly area that was overlooking basically the entire city. So we saw multiple different areas of fireworks going off, and it was really, really cool. It was a really nice night, honestly. Okay, and now we are up to speed. So let's get into this vlog. Little sailor. Hello everyone, welcome to a new vlog, the first one of 2024. I should have already released a hair dyeing video, but I haven't actually vlogged since Vlogmas.
So happy.
I will make my bed at some point. I just did not have the energy. It is quite early in the morning. I've been up since like 5:30, I think. Very atypical for me. And I'm really not trying to do like a new year, new me, and like set all these unrealistic expectations on myself to wake up at 5:30 every day. I did just naturally wake up at like 5 and decided to get up at 5:30 when I couldn't fall back asleep. But I'm not mad at it because even though I'm not, you know, being unrealistic with my goal setting, I've been trying to reprioritize a few things, not just in 2024.
AKA the past week,
but for the past month or so, I've at least been getting the idea around reprioritizing some things. So fitness is a big one of those. I've been really slacking. You know what? No, I'm not going to say that I've been slacking because I haven't been slacking. In my life, I've been incredibly busy. And while busyness isn't an excuse, those discipline people will say, everyone has the time. Yes, physically, I'm sure I had the time. Mentally, I did not. While exercise can be a great tool for me and my mental health, when things get really, really, really overwhelming and I physically don't have a lot of time on my schedule, trying to wake up even earlier to exercise becomes a bigger stress for me. I get even more overwhelmed. It's a whole thing. Either way, here we are. The Christmas season was incredibly busy. That's really what threw me off as hardcore as I am thrown off currently. I don't think I've went this long without going to the gym in like a decade. So, if you can guess, we are going to the gym this morning. I'm a little anxious about it, I'm not gonna lie, just because it's been so long. I just have a little bit of those jitters. Same if you do anything. If you wait a really long time before doing it, once you do it again, it's gonna feel a little weird, but that's just a part of it. I know once I go, it's gonna feel a lot better. I'm gonna feel really accomplished. I did put together a bunch of workouts so that I'm not just walking in the gym and like twiddling my thumbs, unsure what to do. That's a big recommendation from me, especially if you're not someone that's super confident in the gym. If you go in there with a plan, it makes the whole process a lot less stressful. You're not just kind of like walking around doe-eyed like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? You can just follow the plan, follow the steps, do each thing after another.
you know what I mean?
The app that I use for my workouts, it's called Fit. I think it's like a French app technically, but of course there's an English version. I do load my own workouts on there, so you can create a workout yourself. You can pick from exercises they have in there. You can create your own exercises to add into the workout. You can change your rest times, like in between sets. You can have no rest time.
Apparently I'm their spokesperson.
Like, it's a very, very great app for tailoring workouts. So that's what I've been using for years now. I track it in real time so that one, it's a guide for me to follow along for when I'm exercising, and two, it's a way that I can track my progress because I'm putting in like my weight and reps and all that kind of stuff. It's a really great app. Definitely recommend it. And if you don't really want to build your own workout, or you're not really sure like how to do that, they have a bunch of pre-made workouts on there. Not just like a full day workout, like full workout programs. There's like beginner programs, intermediate, advanced. You can search it all up with those filters on. Very great. The version I have is free. I think there's like a couple differences with the elite version, but I don't pay for the elite version and I find it still works fantastic. So Fit. I'll put the app name on screen if you want to check it out. Not sponsored whatsoever, but would gladly take a sponsor from them. I post them on my story like every time I go to the gym. So, Fit. Hit me up. Anyways, we are doing a lower body day today. It's gonna be like a quad and glute focused leg day. I am gonna try to take you with me. I don't know how much I'm gonna actually get filmed because, again, I am a little anxious, as is being in the gym at the moment. So I think adding filming on top of that will just really spike those anxiety levels. I'm gonna stop gabbing because I do have work at 11 and I mean, it's quite early, but still, I do have some editing to do today as well that I would like to get done before my shift because I'm gonna be really tired after my shift, I would imagine, especially being up at 5:30 in the morning. I'm gonna get changed. We're gonna head to the gym. I'm not even thinking about it. Like, whenever I get in moods like this, I don't actually think about being at the gym. Like, I'm not thinking about the fact that I'm going and doing a workout right now. I'm literally just thinking about the fact that I am driving to the gym.
The rest will happen once I'm there.
If you get really caught up in the semantics of it all, it's really easy to spiral and then just be like, no, well, I'm just not gonna go. But just think about getting there. I'm just driving to the gym. I'm just driving there. Whatever happens after, I don't know. But like, all I gotta do is drive there. That's totally doable. All right, I'm gonna change and do some gym attire and let's head to the gym. Workout of 2024. done. Honestly, that wasn't as bad as I had built it up to be in my head. So let this be a lesson to learn. I'm almost mad at myself for pushing this off for so long because it felt great and so normal. I felt, if anything, back to myself. Like I felt more like myself being in that gym than I have in a really long time. It's become such a big part of my life that it felt weird not doing it for so long. So that was just fantastic. It was like riding a bike. The only difference was that my legs were jello and are probably going to be jello for the next week, but it's worth it. God, I really enjoyed that. I'm so happy that I did this. It was a little busy, and this gym, especially when it's busy, it's really hard with filming. I also really need to get a new tripod. I got one for Christmas for one of my friends, and it's fantastic for placing it up on something, but it doesn't have a tilt feature. And with workouts, like, you need to be able to tilt it, because I don't have like an actual full stand one. I probably should get a full stand one, shouldn't I? Like an actual like extending so you can see better angles, not just on the floor. So I'll look into doing that because I would like to document some workouts and just this new season of my life, if you will. I always say that things come in seasons, a season of movement or a season of rest. I kind of got that from Carrie Dayton. I really enjoy how she talks about things like this. I'm not going to be super like restrictive. I'm not going to be only talking about fitness things. Of course, life is so much more than just fitness. I try to preach that all the time. It's a part of my life. It is not my whole life. So don't think that my videos are just going to become like a training channel. That's really not what's about to happen. Anyways, I have work in a little over an hour, and I was hoping to get home and do just like a smidge more editing before work. I'm gonna go do some editing, get ready for work. I have no idea when I will see you next, but I will see you when I see you. Thank you. Why, hello there. We are in the car again. It has been many days. It is not the same day whatsoever. Today is Friday. It is about 2 p.m. and I am just getting off of work. I typically work 4 full 8-hour shifts and then 1 half day. I started doing that over Christmas as I was getting a little overwhelmed with having such a full plate, and we were incredibly busy as well. So it was just like a lot. It was a lot. I was really stressed, like really stressed. And I missed a shift due to not feeling like I could be a person due to mental health, if we will. That's a nicer way to put it. We sat down, had a little chat. She's amazing. I've stated that before, but my boss is an incredible human being. She is the nicest person ever, very understanding. And the fact that she sat down with me after missing a shift and was like, how can I help? What can I do? Instead of just being like, you're a piece of shit. It was very eye-opening into what good management and not so great management looks like. So I do work a half day, and that is the case today. So I do have some time to spend in this lovely weather. It's a really nice day out. It feels like spring today, which it has been incredibly freezing, so I am loving it. The sun is shining. There's really no complaints for me, aside from the fact that I'm fucking exhausted, but it's a really nice day, so that has me in a great mood. And it's a Friday, and it's payday, and I'm off all weekend. There's lots of good positive things stacked up in my favor at the moment. I thought that before I head home, I would stop into a couple little thrift stores. There's 2 that are just up the road from my workplace, and I go there on my break sometimes. I thought I'd have a little peek around there, see if there's anything that speaks to me, but then I take you along with me while I do that. And then I have somebody very cute to introduce you guys to. My brother adopted another dog. If you've been watching me for a while, you'll know that I walk my brother's dogs quite often. He lives above me, or I should say I rent the apartment below him, so I'm around his dogs all the time, have been throughout the years. Unfortunately, one of his dogs passed away this past summer. It was like literally the hardest thing I've probably ever went through in my life.
I say, being diagnosed PTSD from childhood trauma.
Because he was such a big part of my life. It was a hard time. If you've ever lost a pet, or if you're going through that right now, I understand how hard it is, and I'm so sorry if you are going through that. Either way, it's been enough time now, and Daryl feels ready to accept another animal into his life again. It's also great for Teddy, his other dog, because he's a big boy, really wants to play all the time, so we have another dog now. His name is Thomas. He is half French, because he is from St. Pierre. Another rescue. He is 6 years old today, actually. Today is his birthday, funny enough. So I thought that I'd get him out on a little birthday walk, my first walk with him. I'm excited to introduce him to you guys because he is such a big, sweet goof. I'm already so in love with him. He's such a good dog, and I feel like, or I guess we both feel pretty blessed that there's another pup in our life. I love dogs. Like, I am obsessed with all animals, really, but especially dogs. Oh my god. Well, and cats. Pets. I love pets. If I can hang out with an animal,
I'm going to do that.
so I have just been so excited about Tomas. Anyways, I do want to be quick with thrifting. Of course, I'm going to peruse and whatnot, but they're not very big thrift stores. I do want to be quick so that we don't waste the daylight because I don't want to get out when it's dark. Let's do some thrifting. I'm so sorry. You can almost definitely hear my washer going at the moment. I live in a very small apartment and I desperately need to do laundry right now, so I am very sorry for the noise, but I'll try to make this quick. I ended up only going to the one thrift store. The other one was absolutely packed and there was so much traffic on the road and I got a little anxious. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna head home. And I did pick up a few things at the other place anyway, so I filled the thrifting void that was in my heart. So I will show you the things that I picked up. I only got 3 different items. The first is a pair of dress pants. Just black dress pants. They're men's actually. Calvin Klein. They were $6. I want a pair of like looser fitting ones. I have a pair that are like semi-tight. They've gotten a little tighter.
So
I was hoping to get another pair that are more loose. I also got a shirt. It's just a plain, also men's black long sleeve with just like this little bit of a stitching detail on the front of it here. I thought this would be great to wear to work. It's a little bit thicker as well and incredibly soft. And lastly, I got a pair of winter boots. These were basically a necessity. I don't have any actual winter boots. I've been wearing my Blundstones. You know what those are?
you're Canadian, you probably do.
Those are my Blundstones for the longest time as like a winter boot, but they're not really waterproof. They don't keep your feet warm whatsoever. Sure, these aren't like, you know, fashionable per se, but I live in Newfoundland, Canada, and I really need winter boots. And the only other pair I have are a really, really heavy duty pair of Sorels that are for like incredibly cold weather. They're not really like a casual shoe whatsoever. They're also so rigid, like I can't bend my foot, so I find driving in them really difficult. I basically only wear those if I'm going on like a hike into the deep woods in the middle of winter, or if I have to go shovel my driveway slash car out of my driveway, I'll wear those. But these you can slide on a lot easier. They are waterproof. I didn't even notice this when I bought them. They were exactly my size and only $10, which for a pair of Sorels, they are not an inexpensive shoe. Sure, they are worn, but like I just needed a winter boot. They fit perfectly. They're not the ugliest things I've ever seen, so I got those. I did just also want to show you these couple little items I picked up at the dollar store next to my work because I thought they were really cute. First of all, I got these nail stickers. I thought for Valentine's Day I'd maybe do like a little cutesy look, do some makeup, put on a little fit, and maybe do some nail stickers. I also have some of those like long clear nails that you can put on and kind of like make your own design. So maybe I'll actually do some like fake nails, have them longer, have them nice, and add these guys on there. And then I also got which I don't even know who I'm giving these to. I just thought they were so cute that I needed to buy them. You are dynamite. And there's a little dinosaur eraser. It's so cute. It's the cutest thing ever. So I just had to buy these. I was thinking maybe I'll bake some shortbread cookies and get some like Valentine's Day sprinkles and make like a little baggies and give those to like my coworkers, my friends, maybe just do something cutesy for Valentine's Day. And then I could add these. Come on.
That is adorable.
I'm a sucker for a themed anything as well. I am incredibly single. Like so incredibly single. I'm so like excited for Valentine's Day because I just love themed things. I just like having a reason to like dress up and do fun makeup and like buy cutesy little items. I don't know. I don't know, okay? I really enjoy it. It's now almost 4 p.m. It's not quite dark out yet. It is that time of year where the days are getting a little bit longer again.
Thank God.
So it won't be dark for another little while. I am gonna get the dogs out in a moment, and I did say dogs because my brother is going to join me and walk the other dog, Teddy. He is just on his way home from work now, so I'm gonna put my attire on for going on this walk, and I'm probably gonna wear my new boots, and we'll get the pups out for a cute little walk. I haven't went out for just like a walk in a really long time, and I love nature. I love going for walks. I've been so busy and stressed and just blah that I've been not doing a lot of things that I love. So I want to get back to that. Okay. Let's get ready and let's take the pups out.
It's giving Santa.
Hi. Oh my goodness. Hi. Thomas. Hi. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're such a big goof. Are you such a big goof? Oh, look at So it is actually Sunday. I had a pretty chill day yesterday. Well, I started my day with a run. It was like a 3.5 to 4-ish mile run. I say run.
Very loosely.
Can I call this thing a run? It was a walk slash jog, but I went to an indoor track we have here at the field house. It's actually a part of the university that I used to go to, Memorial University. They have an indoor running track. So me and my friend Julia, we went there at like 8 a.m. and went for a little run. I didn't vlog because I was not a person and I felt kind of weird where like there were so many other people running on this indoor track. Maybe another day if it's not super busy or I feel a bit more comfortable there, I'll vlog it for you guys. But yeah, it was a really good run. I formally exercised 3 different times this week, which compared to previous weeks is a win. Like I have been saying, I really want to prioritize exercise again, and going from 0 to 100 will not be sustainable, and I know that. So I'm kind of easing back into more movement. I'm not putting too many pressures on myself, and it's been really good. The run was honestly fantastic. It's also probably because it's indoors and just a flat run, like there's no hills or anything, no treacherous weather to deal with, but I really enjoyed it and we're gonna try and make it a regular thing, so I'm excited for that. I did also make it to the gym one other time this week. I didn't go for any other of the days that I had planned, but that's okay. And then on Friday, as you saw, we went out for a little walk with the dogs. So it's 3 different times this week that I have made an effort to move my body outside of everyday life, and I feel really happy that I did. So the goal is to at least stay in that frame next week, or maybe even add another day in. We'll see how I'm feeling. Aside from that, it was a pretty chill day. I edited for most of the day. I actually went upstairs to edit. The 2 pups cannot be left alone together at this time. It's only been a few days since they've been introduced, so hung out with the pups. They're so cute, and did some editing, and then fell asleep on my couch at like 7 p.m. So I was up again pretty early this morning. I think I got up around like 8:30 or 9. Did some more editing. Then you saw all the other clips of what my day has been. I actually went and also grabbed a Starbucks. I coach a cheerleading team and we have a 3-hour practice today as we're teaching them the pyramid that we made. It's going to be a lot, and I thought that I was going to need some sufficient caffeine for that endeavor. Speaking of cheerleading, I have practice in like 20 minutes and I still have to drive there. It's not a very far drive, but either way, I don't want to be late, so I think I'm going to end this vlog here. Wasn't the most exciting vlog by any means, but sometimes life can be pretty mundane. Despite it being not super exciting, I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a big thumbs up. Really helps out my channel. And of course, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, be sure to go ahead and do that. It's that red button down below, but it should be white, not red, because if it's red, that means you haven't subscribed yet. And you really should. It would mean the absolute world to me. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate you. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye!